Nicole, as you've become more involved in producing projects and really getting creatively involved in what you're doing, is that the inspiration for that? Like, what is it that has you sort of taking over in those more creative roles?
That was more born out of frustration. First thing I produced was a tiny film called Rabbit Hole, and I just wasn't getting offered anything that was of any substance. I'd had a baby and moved to Nashville, and I think people thought I was just kind of, there's a trajectory that you can head down. And so I read a review of the play in the New York Times, and you know, reached out to David Lindsay-Abaire and said, would there be any chance of optioning this for a film? So that's how it initially started, and then there was more frustration after that, because then Reese and I were kind of in the same boat, and that's how Big Little Lies came to fruition. And really the only template for that at the time was Top of the Lake. There'd been True Detective, but that was men. And then there was Top of the Lake, which was Elizabeth Moss, but there hadn't really been one in America that was a limited series like that. So we were like, gosh, maybe we can get this going, get this fired up. And we pitched it around town and got offers, and before you know it, we were off and running.
And
it feels very good when that happens, because you go, oh, I can actually do something that kind of puts me in a little bit of control of my destiny, which I think a lot of us as actors, we don't have control of our destiny so much, because as much as we're wanting to, you know, have roles and opportunities, really a lot of times you're only what you audition for and get, or what you get offered. And most people don't get the choice of how to construct a career.
And do you feel like it's re-inspired you in your acting?
I've just loved acting since I was a kid. I've loved acting. Do I love producing? I find it very stressful because I take things really personally. Everyone says in this industry, it's a business. No, for me it's totally personal. I take everything personally. And it is that. I love acting. That's what I love. And it's why probably people say, well, you ever direct? And I just feel like I don't have, maybe I have one story in me, but I don't have that. I have the absolute desire to act till I'm an old lady. And I've tried to not. Amy, I'm now passing the baton to you.
I will say, though, in producing, I think I prefer producing. And not just the creating it, but the like day-to-day. I love being on set and being a part of the solution and having people hear me. That was a new thing for me. We've worked with the same director, and in order to be a part of the tone that gets to be set on set, because I really believe you don't have to have a bad time to make a great project. And so that's something that's really important to me. And so just getting to change, whether it's working on scheduling or, hey, can we book in a half-hour time to rehearse the dinner scene so we can shoot it in 2 hours instead of 6 hours, you know? If we, you know, and people going, oh, okay, all right, you know, and as an actress, I found that whether or not people would hear me, I didn't trust my own voice. I felt like that wasn't my place to make a suggestion that would improve the day. Whereas as a producer, I had no trouble, and I really loved it. And now I'm sure going back to just being what they call, which I hate, is an actor for hire. I'm like, well, aren't we all an actor for hire? Like feeling like I'm never gonna be, nobody puts baby in the corner. Like, I'm like, a beast has been unleashed. I'm like, this schedule is never gonna work today. If you put this here and this here, and people are like,
can't go back.
I can't go back.
No. It's a good thing,
But it's a good thing. I've definitely unleashed the Kraken.